Hello, everybody. Welcome back to our Candid Walk. I'm Vasha, the director of Candid Schools, and today we are at Orchids International Harlow. And with me, I have the principal of Orchids International School, Ms. Kiran Rathore. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. Welcome to our Candid Walk.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
So, let me just give you a small brief about this Candid Walk.
Okay.
So, this is not an interview.
Okay.
So that's the
fine,
first thing.
fine.
So, the reason that we actually do this is because we want to get to know the people behind the brand. So, we want to understand how a school like Orchids functions. What are those small processes and, day-to-day things that you do behind so that, the outfit comes out.
Yeah,
like this.
fine.
So, it's just to understand you better.
Okay.
So, let's get this started. I think firstly, I want to know about you, in terms of your association with Orchids. How long have you been there?
Okay, fine. So I am in this profession from last 28 years, and in Orchids I have been associated from last 1 year only. But when I got an opportunity to join this Orchids in Karnataka, so I left my comfort zone from MP to Karnataka. But I love this thing, and I love the management. Especially, I love the curriculum which they are giving to the students.
Okay.
So this is really great that with academics, overall development, the school is working for the kids. Like so many scholastic activities we have with that premium labs and all.
Right.
So really, this is a fantastic institute where the children are getting everything in one room.
So you said it's been 1 year since you are part of Orchids.
Yeah.
What is your best part about this school? Have you been associated entire 1 year with Harlow?
Yeah, Harlow only. In the month of May only I joined this branch. And the best part of this branch, or we can say Orchids, is
brand.
that
We'll keep it
yeah,
to brand.
yeah, fine. So that is for Harlow branch is that we, as I told you, that this is a premium branch. We have many labs, but I like robotics and planetarium part of
There's
this.
a planetarium.
Planetarium means that the students can sit inside a dome, that complete class, and they can see so many planets and solar system live on that planetarium. So this is really a great thing. And that I saw first time in Orchids, that this is something unique actually for the students, and they love to learn so many things. Actually, in the books it is there. These are 8 planets and all.
Right.
How it moves, how it looks, that everything they can see inside the planetarium.
So this grade 1, you start this from grade 1?
Grade 1 onwards. Even kindergarten students are also going to see the planets. It is according to the grades actually. On that level, what exactly they have to see.
Yeah, that's
So it's really great.
That's perfect. Yeah. You mentioned that robotics also was your favorite
robotics.
thing.
Robotics is really a nice thing because the things which they are learning in their textbooks, they are correlating the same thing in that robotics, and they are going in their robotics lab with their interactive kit, and they are making their own robots. Like I saw that many students are making robots and hand robots. They are making robo cars also. One activity last week they have done, they have made a solar car. So they have made their own solar panels, and then the car was moving in that sunlight. So it's really great.
So did you try your hands on in your
sometimes when the children are there in the class and I'm going for the observation, I'm also trying to do that. I love that.
Okay.
And we are getting trainings for that. So there also we are doing as a principals that we are getting some projects that as a principal in that training you have to make that robot. So we are also doing that.
Perfect. Actually, think about robotics, right? It's a very tricky topic. I mean, it's a very advanced level topic. Maybe for a grade 1 kid, right? So how do you make this advanced topic, easy for them to understand? Like how can they really understand the concepts of robotics?
Again, the same thing as I mentioned earlier, that with interactive kit, each and every student is having their own kit, robotic kit. So when they are going in their robotic lab, they have their robotic kit with them, interactive kit. Interactive kit means all the materials are there, like batteries they have in this, wires they have, breadboards they have in this, They have magnets in everything,
Okay.
wheels they have small. So, and there's LEDs they have. So they can join all these things and they are making their own projects on with the help of
Okay.
that interactive kit. So this is really nice. Wonderful.
I mean, it is
I love
wonderful.
that. Yeah.
Because if you have a lot of these, hands-on things,
Yeah,
I think it's
hands-on
easier
things.
to
Yeah.
understand the
It's easy
concept.
for them. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So, I did a little bit of my homework, and then I read that there's a lot of learning by doing activities that you do at Orchid, right? Like as you just mentioned, maybe there's so many hands-on activities and things like that. So when it comes to hands-on activities, what do you think is like the most fun-filled activity, like a project that your kids have done so far? Because I saw there's so many activities that you're doing. Something that you saw that was a very, fun-filled activity for the kids.
Actually, all the activities are means the children are enjoying, doing all these activities which we have. But especially when they are going in their DIY labs and robotics labs, so they are making their own projects. So they love to do that. And when they are presenting those models in exhibitions and in some competitions like Macathlon and all we have. So we are doing so many competitions based on that. It is the national level also. Sometimes they are going for international also. So they love to do that. So I think this is really good for the student. Yeah.
You just mentioned international.
Yeah.
So, in terms of teaching, right? Like actually, whenever you look at international, schools, they have a lot of hands-on things. Very little of theory taught to them, and mostly very hands-on. And in terms of Indian way of teaching, I think has a lot to do with concepts, and we're really good at concepts. So how do you actually, how does this look in the classroom? Because you're talking about both, having experiential learning, like hands-on stuff, and then there's academics. How does this actually look in the class, Indian and international?
Indian and international, actually they are in Indian teaching methodology, that is something traditional, that the concepts we are clearing for the students, right? Whatever syllabus is there, on the basis of that we are doing that. But internationally they are practically doing that with the help of projects and all. So again, we are balancing Indian and international curriculum in such a way that they are doing the learning in the class for that concept, and the same thing they are implementing through projects and with that interactive kits and all in their labs. So when they are correlating these two things, so it helps them to understand the concept better. So this is really good for.
And also, like in terms of international opportunity, how much exposure do they get in that front?
As such, orchids, so many students I saw, they went for Japan trip also, I saw them. From my branch, still this year we have not got that opportunity, but definitely in future I'll try my level best that my students can go in that international competitions also. But really this is good. Actually, when the parents are getting transfer or they are relocating from India to any other country, they are giving me feedback from there.
Okay.
Yeah, ma'am, that curriculum what you were following in Orchids, that is really helpful for us in this particular country, because there the curriculum is something based on projects only. They are not very much fond of this writing and traditional way, right? So this curriculum is really helpful for them also when they are going to abroad.
I mean, it totally makes sense. You mentioned about parents, right? And them giving you back. How involved are these parents, in the school?
Time and again, twice in a month, I'll tell you that.
Twice in a month?
Twice in a month, we are involving our parents in all these activities. That is called student-led conference. That is SLC. So in these SLC activities, the parents are coming with their kids, and even in pre-nursery to grade 9, all the grades. So parents are coming with their kids and they are learning exactly, they can see